The Plains and Prairies pack for Farming Simulator 25 is going to be here on Tuesday, June the 3rd. And today we are going to take a look at every single piece of equipment coming with the DLC and the specs listed on the website. If you would like to check this out for yourself, simply go to farming-simulator.com. Up at the top, click on DLCs, and here you're going to find not only information on the DLC a place to pre-order, but you can also check out all the equipment. I will tell you, the screenshots are going to be a little bit blurry because for some reason, Giant Software does not put high quality images on their icons. I have no idea why. Regardless, this is the Versatile Nemesis in medium tractors. It is one of the 8 tractors coming with this DLC. It's going to have between 195 and 275 horsepower, and it goes 50 kilometers per hour, aka 32 miles an hour. Next on the list is the Versatile MFWD. This can be found in large tractors, of course, and it's got between 300 and 400 horsepower, going a little slower at 40 kilometers per hour or 24 miles per hour. And those are the smallest ones in the pack. Pretty much everything else is an articulating tractor, and the next one is the Ford, yes, Ford 976 Versatile. This can be found in large tractors. It's got 365 horsepower. It goes 20 kilometers per hour. I think that's about, 12, 13 miles an hour, somewhere around there. I also want to reiterate something from the announcement video from earlier. Just because we have 4 tractors does not mean we're going to be getting 4 trucks. 4 tractors was purchased by New Holland, so it is not owned by Ford. Ford does not have the rights to the Ford tractor brand. Bit of a bummer, I know, but it is what it is. Next up, we have the Versatile 976, which can be found in large tractors. We also have 365 horsepower on this one at 20 kilometers per hour. These two basically seem identical to me. Same thing goes for the next two as well. The Ford 1156 Versatile, also found in large tractors, 470 horsepower, 20 kilometers per hour, a little over 10 miles an hour. And the Versatile version, the 1156, also large tractors, also 470 horsepower, also 20 kilometers per hour. Tell you what, it would be nice to have miles per hour on this page. One of the pieces of equipment that could be considered the face of this DLC, the Versatile 1080 Big Roy, found in large tractors, and you're going to have a total of 600 horsepower on this bad boy, going around 13 miles an hour. It is a chungus tractor. It's something a little bit newer, the Versatile Delta Track. Large tractors, obviously, between 583 and 665 horsepower, and this one is booking it 35 kilometers per hour. Very nice. I think that's in the high 20s, somewhere around there. That's all your tractors, but we still have plenty of pieces of equipment, including an international semi-truck. This is the LT series. It's got between 370 and 515 horsepower. It goes 90 kilometers per hour. That's going to be about 56 miles per hour. There's also 12 pieces of equipment coming with this pack. One of them is a self-propelled sprayer. So we're going to look at that next. And that is the Fendt Rogator 900 sprayer. In the early stuff that we got, screenshots, this was a fertilizer spreader. However, the picture that we have right here is a sprayer, confirming we will be getting both. We've got between 315 and 365 horsepower. That is a behemoth when it comes to sprayers like this. Working width of 27 up to 40 meters, and you've got capacities from 4164 all the way up to 4921. This is a monster. But we got all kinds of other stuff too, including this. A front loader, a Versatile V7 front loader, requires 140 horsepower and is going to be used with that Versatile Nemesis, the first tractor we looked at. If you're looking for a huge auger wagon, well, you've got one right here. This is the Brandt 2500 DXT auger wagon, and it requires 500 horsepower and has a capacity of 88,000 liters. In a grain cart. Oh yeah. Next is the Trout River Live Bottom Rear Lift, aka the LBRL, which I said kind of sounds like a cheat code you'd put in an old school PlayStation. This can be found in semi-trailers and has a 36,400 liter capacity, and it's got a party trick. The rear of the trailer pops up. Check that out. That's so cool. All right, moving along, we have the Salford Independent Series 1260 Disc Harrow. This is a big boy as well. 18 meters, 600 horsepower is required for this guy. Goodness gracious. And we got a Seed Hawk, the Vaderstedt Seacon 84, found in Cedars, of course, 550 horsepower required at 25.6 meters. And to go along with that, we have the Vaderstedt PD 100 Seed Tank to go on the back 35,315 liters, I assume, of seed and fertilizer combined. If these look familiar to you, these are kind of the updated versions of the stuff that we got way back when in the Big Bud pack in FS17. So these are just newer versions of those. If you don't want to do seed and you want to do planting, well, hey, you could do that as well. Here is the Vaderstad Tempo K24 planter. Big boy here as well. 365 horsepower required, 18 meter working width, and 11,000 liter capacity. Yes! 4 more pieces of equipment. First up, we have the Salfer 9620 Air Boom Applicator Fertilizer Spreader. Yes, fertilizer spreader. It's got a boom on there. It's pretty sweet. It's kind of like a sprayer, but it's not. Super cool. 360 horsepower required, 22 meter working width, at 18,700 liter capacity. This would be an absolute beast when it comes to precision farming lime spreading, assuming that gets fixed before this is released. And we got some slurry tankers, 3 of them as a matter of fact, one of them being the largest one that we've seen yet. This is also a new brand, GEA. The lettering for these is wild, so we have the EL48 6D 4800 slurry tanker. You got that right. Up here, 220 horsepower required on it. It's got a working width of 16 meters with a capacity of 21,800 liters. So this is a spreader. And the second one's also a spreader. This is the GEA EL48 8D 7900 slurry tanker. This one kind of similar, 350 horsepower, 16 meter working width, but at 35,900 liters. Goodness gracious. Same working width, more horsepower required, and a much larger capacity. And the big boy, the GEA STR 447. This one is a slurry transport, so it's not a spreader, and it actually holds about the same amount as the previous one, that 8D, 39,800 liters, up from around 35. So not as large as I was expecting, but still pretty big. And there you go. Altogether, that is everything coming with the Plains and Prairies pack on Tuesday, June the 3rd, 2025. I got a link down below. If you guys want to use that, you will get 10% off or $1 off, at least the pre-order. However, if you're on Steam or Epic Games, maybe you're playing on PlayStation or Xbox, you can also pre-order via those respective game stores. It's also important to note that you do not have to pre-order at all if you don't want to. You can also wait until this is released to see how it is and see if there's any bugs. Seems to be a lot of bugs these days. If you want to look into this pack any further, there's a couple different things you can do. First, on their website, check out the latest blog. This has got everything in it, and actually did a video based on this blog a little bit earlier on the day that this is releasing. Additionally, as I mentioned, you can also go into the DLC section, and right here you can see all of the pieces of equipment. Additionally, on the Giant Software website, which is different from the Farming Simulator website, they have a whole article showing it off, so you can check that out if you would like. And in the download section for Farming Simulator 25, we've got all the screenshots that you've seen all the content creators using, including the updated Year 1 Season Pass stuff. Only 2 more unannounced things for this year. And of course, as always, stay tuned to my channel for the latest information for Farming Simulator. And with that, that is it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like on it if you did, and get subscribed to the channel if you're new. That way you never miss anything right here. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll catch you in the next one.